Garth Brooks once said, "The human spirit is unbreakable, relentless, and free." I say, just like the army, we were put on this earth to be all that we can be. But unfortunately, at times when life starts to bully, we cower and flee. But the true champions unlock their doors of greatness because they finally realize that they hold the key. See, the will is free, but the passion is fueled by the previous pain, the scars that were attained from the internal and external shackles and chains that left us drained, stained, and just about mentally insane. But just before we broke through like glass in a window pane. And that's the very moment that it all clicked in our brain. And it was so simple and plain. We finally came to the realization that we were unbreakable. We came to the realization that we were unshakable. And all of the beatdowns that we took from life provided valuable lessons that are now irreplaceable. And that's why the glow of success that you see in our eyes is unmistakable. And the odds are favorable that the only breakdowns that will occur in our lives are when we remove the bacteria of our haters, because our haters are now officially biodegradable. Yeah. Life will test your mental and your physical. You gotta keep on pushing through to get to your residual. Your time is now, no time for looking pitiful. The pitfalls that you face and help you overcome the critical. Losers quit, it's typical, they cynical, but winners keep believing, and their word for you is biblical. The spiritual, the universe, no matter how you slice the cake, you get no icing if you never let your cake bake. And what I mean is you must go through the process to progress. And part of the process is bad days. Part of the process is sad days. Part of the process is mad days. Rough patches, cuts, bruises, and scratches. But through it all, you always show flashes. So when life handed you matches, you didn't burn, die, and turn to ashes. You did like the matches, but you made the choice to catch fire and blaze a trail full of passion and desire. And now many follow in your footsteps and admire the fact that you took all of your prior moments of being a crier, whiner, and moaner. You snatched victory from the jaws of defeat just when the world thought you was a goner, and you somehow turn those lumps of coal into fuel, and now you are a powerful testimony owner. You own the fact that you were on the brink of breaking, but you chose to fight, and now your feats are monumental and record-breaking. Defeat had to take a back seat because you came to compete. You rose from a nothing to the status of the elite. You used to be sour on life, but now because of the fruit of your labor, your life is oh so sweet. But still, life will test your mental and your physical. You gotta keep on pushing through to get to your residual. Your time's now, stop looking pitiful. Those pitfalls that you face and help you overcome that critical. Losers quit, it's typical, but winners keep believing, and that word for you is biblical. The spiritual, the universe, no matter how you slice your cake, you get no icing if you never let your cake bake. So expect the unexpected, but never lose sight of the fact that you were selected, and you should demand to be respected. But whenever you feel rejected and dejected, always remember, you have the power to say, this is not how my story ends. You have the power to keep fighting to the very end. You have the power to overcome the fear you carry deep within. You have the power to never snap, even when you start to bend. You have the power to fall down 9 times and get back up 10. You have the power to lose the lead and still come back and win. You are resilient. You are indestructible. You are undestroyable. You are invincible. You are an unstoppable force. These are all facts, and none of this is debatable. So when life comes to attack you again, you stand up tall and say, life, I will not snap, because I am unbreakable. Don't even think about stopping right now. Bye-bye. No more excuses. See, excuses are just like those butts. Everybody has one. See, in order for you to shine like sun, you must find the fun in the journey to greatness. You must find the fun in the process and exercise the fundamentals of pushing through. See, those that are great have grew because they took their blank canvas and not only drew their desired outcome, they also took action until maximum satisfaction was achieved. They never grieved too long when they suffered failures, bad days, or setbacks. They fell down, got back up, and when they got back up, they were more jacked up and hungrier than ever. See, your problem is your belly and your gas tank is full. So it's impossible for you to pull. It's impossible for you to give. It's impossible for you to dig deep, and easy for you to let any small excuse creep in. It's easy for you to let any small excuse sneak in your mental. But today is the day for your monumental shift. Today is the day that you power through and get one step closer to your gift. Today is the day for you to eliminate any excuse and add more weight to your deadlift. Today is the day that you take that leap of faith and finally jump off that cliff and land softly on your bed of dreams. It seems that success has eluded and excluded you from its playground. But don't blame success, because it's you that keeps spinning your wheels like a merry-go-round. You must have missed the memo, or you must have forgot. You were born to be a king that wears a crown. You were born to be a queen that wears a diamond-studded gown. So when you start making excuses, that sound you hear, oh, that's my voice telling you that excuses are for losers. That's my voice telling you that excuses are for snoozers. That's my voice telling you that excuses are for time abusers. That's my voice telling you that excuses are for those that receive fewer and fewer and fewer opportunities. And it's the winners who are the next level choosers, and they maneuver in a manner that puts them in position to win and hoist the banners, because executors and planners ultimately get the championship rings. So from this day forward, excuses are for the weak. So starting right now, not tomorrow, not next week, I need you to vow to keep going. I need you to vow to keep glowing. I need you to vow to keep growing. I need you to vow to keep showing up and showing out. And when excuses pop up, I need you to knock them out your life and make it a one-round bout. Because in order for your seeds to sprout, in order for your greatness to come out, I need you to stand up and shout. Excuses will no longer have clout in my life. Excuses will no longer leave doubt in my life. Excuses will no longer leave pounds in my life. Excuses are now officially out of my life. So right now, your self-talk should be one more call, one more set, one more shot, one more rep, one more study hour. Please play this to give you the strength and power to stop making excuses. They say if you can't stand the heat, get your butt out the kitchen. Because right about now, I can tell you're ready to abort this mission. Because the pain has just about zapped all of your ambition. But see, right before you throw in the towel and go missing, that's when I step in and turn into your personal voice of reason, so I need you to listen. See, I'm that voice that's here to remind you that champions like you dig deep and power through. I'm that voice that's here to remind you that champions like you keep grinding until they achieve their major breakthrough. I'm that voice that's here to remind you that champions like you hustle hard like the renters do, because it is. See, champions like you are built to last. They use the pain and stains of the past as the fuel they need to stay gassed up, which allows them to mash up, smash up, and crash up any excuse any mere mortal will use to give up, go home, and snooze. But winners like you refuse to lose. And when life tries to mentally bully and bruise, you bob and weave, you stick and move. It's all systems go, all gas, no time for cruise control. Because when the chips are down, you never lose control. See, it's a test of wheels now, and at times your life will try to abuse its control and tell you it's okay to throw in the towel, because it says I'm here to console you. But now is the time for you to make a bold move and resist the temptation to succumb to the lazy ways of the old you. Because see, now is the time for you to reintroduce the old you to the new and improved you, and let the world see that confidence exudes you. And it would take the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines to remove you, because never ever again will you allow life to exclude you from the riches and spoils that come when you power through any and every situation and do what you gotta do to achieve what you are destined to achieve. Because you understand you gotta believe to receive. You understand you gotta believe to conceive. You understand you gotta believe to retrieve. You understand you gotta believe to exceed. And that's why you made the vow to live by a different creed. And before you succumb to defeat, you've already made the choice to bleed. And that's why you feed your spirit with the passion, will, and desire that it needs. See, you're cut from a different cloth, and in this day and age, you're a rare breed. For so long you were mentally enslaved and weak, but you broke the chains and freed yourself, and your newfound mental health has led you to a wealth of successes and blessings, magical moments that are impressing, and you power through all of your stale moments in life, and it's oh so refreshing. But just before the storm, everything seems calm. And at that very moment, you'll get hit with that bombshell. This is your test of will. Will you pass or will you fail? All of your fears you must expel, because you can, you will, and you must power through to smell the sweet nectar of victory. So for anyone out there that's hearing me, I need you to remember, everything you need to succeed is already embedded in your soul. So please dig deep. And if that's not enough, then dig deeper. Keep fighting, bro. Keep fighting, sis. This is a great day to win. Through all the bumps in the road and the stormy weather, the heart of a champion you can never measure. They might have more talent, but they fold under pressure because they were only out for the pleasure, the gold, and the treasure. And thus, they crumble to better or even lesser competition. While champions like you would have to be carried off on a stretcher because concede will never ever be in your anatomy. See, they don't understand you wanted success and you wanted it so badly. You fell madly in love with the process, and therefore you gladly pushed past the limits of average. If there was an opportunity in your sight, you grabbed it. If victory was anywhere in your vicinity, you reached out and nabbed it. You might not have been blessed with all the size, speed, and strength as the next competitor, but the good Lord blessed you with something much, much better. The will and the passion to be a true go-getter. The hustle, intuition, and foresight to be a real trendsetter. The heart and desire to power through and complete any endeavor. The quest to achieve greatness is forever ingrained in you, and thus it was written like a letter, and you carved out a legacy because you refused to break under any pressure. But so many of you out there have the heart of a lion, but you keep lying to yourself. You keep denying yourself. You keep depriving yourself. You keep hiding yourself from the gifts that you have to share with the world, and that's why your access is always denied. Each and every time you have tried to dig deep inside and give more, your inner pride is shut down because you don't truly believe in your heart of hearts that you can ignite the flame from a spark. But the great Les Brown said you gotta be hungry, and I mean hungry like a shark. So today all of the excuses stop, and this is where your heart of a champion starts. You rise up and begin your march to the halls of greatness. You tell the world, please pardon your lateness, but the new you has finally arrived. You're here to stay, not just a temporary replacement. You're no overnight success. You did it brick by brick, and you started below the basement. The path of most resistance, you always faced it, and any failure in your past you learned, grew, and applied, but then you quickly erased it from your mental because you knew long-term success required short-term memory, and thus you only remember the next play or decision that is critical for you or your team to achieve the ultimate outcome of victory. All of the hard work, pain, sweat, setbacks, and misery provided the backdrop to set you up to make history. History will record that in life you could never be broken. On your journey to overcome, there were days that you did choke, but today you would not be choking because now is the time for the champion inside of you to start exploding. So like the great Eric Thomas says, you've got average skill, but phenomenal will, and like Captain America, you carry a shield that allows you to deflect all the hate pills from the jacks and the teals, but all of the bricks that they threw you picked up and used to build your blocks of success, and you finally figured out the message in your mess, and now you're ready for any test, and your testimony will bless any and everyone that faces a similar quest. You invested a lifetime of hardships to put yourself in a position to win championships. Not to mention, your ascension to greatness will inspire an entire generation to push through any obstacle they're facing. So in the face of defeat, you laugh because you know it's not over until it's over, and your motto is always no retreats, no surrender. So just when they think you're about to give up, you remember all the reps in the gym, the days you outworked all of them, and that's what gives you the strength to power through the fatigue and rise above the rim. Rebound and give yourself another shot at greatness. So please, make the world remember you were here, because through all the bumps in the road and the stormy weather, the heart of a champion you can never measure. This is a great day to win. Until you're willing to bleed to make your dream become a reality, your dream will be just that, a dream. See, so many people talk and talk and talk, but very few walk and walk and walk and turn their walk into a jog and their jog into a sprint, which is okay. But the problem is, they resent those of us who made the choice to put ourselves in position to hoist the banners. They resent those of us who made the choice to keep pushing, even when our skin got a little moist, because we understood that that moisture, aka sweat, would eventually build, and all of that sweat equity would allow us to never sweat or worry about struggle. That sweat equity would allow us to never sweat, worry, or stress, because winners like us chose to bury all of our fears. Winners like us chose to bury all of our doubts, all of our indiscretions, and we took all of our life lessons and refurbished, repackaged, recreated, and reused all of the pain, all of the hurt, all of the failure, all of the setbacks, and turned them into get-backs. And that's why we continuously get back up and will always get back up. When life pops up and pops us in the mouth, we may drop and we may go down, but it's never for the count. You can bet your bottom dollar that you can count on winners like us to always come through in the clutch. Well, losers and slackers would say this is way too much and throw in the towel. That's the very moment that overcomers like us dial in, and our heart of a champion instincts kick in, and our will and determination gets in, kickstarts our engine, and drives us to a victorious outcome. See, your problem is your inner warrior never comes out. It stays hidden and buried, and that's why you're always worried and living by woe is me. But today, I need you to totally flip it, because your curse of fear has just been lifted, and thus your will and passion to be great has just been uplifted. And this is the moment that you remember you are gifted with a purpose, and it's time for you to walk in it and live it. You are an amazing individual. And it's time for you to start receiving the residual income and blessings that are reserved for kings and queens that remember they are royalty. But you gotta be willing to hurt for your dream. You gotta really want and need your dream. But above all else, will you be willing to bleed for your dream? This is a great day to win. If people laugh when you're telling your dreams, if you've ever been so low, you felt like you wanted to scream, if you've ever been doubted in your quest to achieve, if the non-believers' voices were so loud, you almost started to believe that they were right. Hold up. This is the moment that I remind you that they are never right. Because you were born to be a beacon of light. You were born to overcome any fear or any fright. You were born to have next level vision and not just sight. You were born with the heart, will, and passion to never give up and fight and fight and fight. If they say there's no way, make it. Never ask for permission to be great. You take it. Greatness is yours to claim. You just gotta stake it.